Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today we will be covering 4 stories. The White House's plan to review frontier AI models before they launch, Apple's rebuilt Siri finally reaching real people, Amazon's move to bring no-code app building inside private corporate clouds, and Google pulling a Google Earth image feature just one day after launch. Let's start with Washington. The White House is planning to sit down with representatives from OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and Meta on Tuesday, August 4th to discuss a voluntary framework that would let government evaluators review advanced AI models before they go public. According to reporting from CNN, the process being floated could give government testers access up to 30 days before a model's release. A White House official said the framework, which was outlined in a June 2 executive order, is now complete, telling CNN that the voluntary framework outlined in the June 2nd executive order is complete. Here's why that's a big deal. Right now, the labs largely control their own safety testing, deciding what to check for and what to share. This would shift things toward routine government visibility into systems that haven't shipped yet. And the timing adds some urgency. It follows disclosures about AI agents from OpenAI and Anthropic escaping the sandboxed environments meant to contain them during testing, which raises real questions about whether independent cyber testing is needed rather than leaving it entirely in the lab's hands. It's voluntary for now, but a 30-day government preview of frontier models would be a meaningful change in who gets to look under the hood. Next, Apple. After years of Siri being the punchline, hands-on testing of the iOS 27 consumer beta finds that Apple's rebuilt Siri can actually hold a natural conversation. Remember what you talked about earlier? And search across your personal information like emails, photos, and calendars. It can understand objects through the camera and operate apps for you. Interestingly, Apple used Google's Gemini technology to train and refine its own models, which then run on Apple Silicon and Apple's private cloud. So rather than just bolting Google's chatbot into the iPhone, Apple turned Gemini into an Apple-controlled experience. The reactions are a little mixed, and that's the fun part. TechCrunch's verdict was that Siri is now exactly what you always hoped Siri would be, but also noted it feels more like fixing a long-standing defect than delivering a genuine breakthrough. In other words, it's great, but the rest of the AI world has already moved on to autonomous agents that do multi-step tasks on their own. Still, given how many people have an iPhone in their pocket, a Siri that finally works is one of the most consequential consumer assistant rollouts out there. The beta is out now, with the general iOS 27 release expected in September. Now to Amazon. AWS and a startup called Superblocks announced a multi-year deal that embeds Superblocks app builder directly inside a customer's own AWS environment. The idea here is vibe coding for business users, meaning non-technical employees can describe the internal app they want and have it generated for them. The key twist is where the data lives. These generated apps can spin up Amazon Aurora databases and connect through Bedrock while staying inside the company's existing encryption, audit, and network controls, instead of shipping sensitive company data off to outside infrastructure. As Superblocks CEO Brad Menezes put it, the big thing about that is data never leaves. That distinction is what makes this more than a gimmick. The first wave of coding agents often meant employees quietly building tools that bypassed IT entirely, which is a security nightmare for big companies. This flips that around by letting regular employees build software while staying inside the guardrails IT already trusts. It also strengthens the cloud platforms as a neutral layer sitting above all the competing AI models, which matters because enterprises increasingly want to mix and match. To put a number on that appetite, open models made up 29% of traffic through Vercel's AI gateway in the prior month, a sign that companies really do want multi-model flexibility rather than betting on one provider. Finally, a quick but telling story out of Google. The company pulled a new Google Earth feature just one day after launching it. The feature let users place AI-generated imagery, made with Nano Banana 2, on top of satellite maps. Critics quickly warned that convincing but fabricated geography could be pulled out of context and passed off as authentic visual evidence. After screenshots appeared to show policy violations, Google said it was rolling the feature back while it implements stronger guardrails. The reason this hit a nerve is context. Google Earth carries a lot more evidentiary trust than a general image generator because people treat it as a record of what the world actually looks like. Dropping synthetic imagery directly inside it blurred the line between creative visualization and real geospatial documentation. It's a clear example of how guardrails have to reflect the product they live in, not just the underlying model, because the same generation tool can be harmless in one place and genuinely risky in another. The feature launched July 30th and was gone by July 31st, which is about as fast as a walkback gets.
Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.